Hey guys, my name is Crazy M and today I'm back with another attachment guide for the ACW-R. So first off, I want to say something about the ACW-R. It's a pretty unusual carbine. It has a pretty high rate of fire, but it has a unusual damage model, like the maximum damage is 20 and the minimum damage is 16.5. So what this means is that it isn't that good at close range, but it's supposed to be pretty good at long range. But we're gonna take a look at that. So first off, we start as always with the naked ACW-R. And what we can see here is that the hipfire isn't really good, but the recoil goes up and to the right, and for the first couple of shots is actually a pretty straight line. So it's gonna be easy to counter that, and the spread is not too bad. Actually, the ACW-R has less aiming down sight spread than the M4A1. So also as well, the recoil is pretty similar to the M16. So if you play with this gun, you're gonna have a pretty easy time learning to manage the recoil on this gun. So if you put a foregrip on that, actually I think it's not very helpful. I mean, it helps a little bit with hipfire, but as we see, the bullet deviation, especially on longer ranges, is really bad. And as the ACW-R is a long-range weapon, this is not really gonna help us because it's making the hipfire a little bit better, but screwing everything else up. So I don't think that is a good idea. Next off, we got the laser sight. Actually, this makes kind of sense for me because it's not going to mess with our accuracy, but it's gonna help us with the hipfire without affecting the long range capabilities of this weapon. And so what you see here, this is definitely something that you can go for. If you look at the same thing with the foregrip, we actually see the hipfire gets even better, but again, the long range is screwed up, and I just think the laser sight alone is better than with the foregrip on this weapon. Next off, we got the silencer. Actually, the silence on this weapon is kind of a little bit of my favorite because of the damage model. It does has more minimum damage than other weapons, so it's gonna have more damage with the suppressor as well over range. So I mean, hipfire is really bad, but everything else, I mean, is a little bit more messed up, but I think it's still controllable. And I had a pretty good time playing with the suppressor. You just gotta adapt your playstyle to it and just sneak up on enemies, and because of the high rate of fire, you're gonna be actually able to take them out. The same thing with the foregrip. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Maybe if you're really playing on more close map, then you can use this. The next thing is the heavy barrel, and this is another thing I like to run with. Actually, because it's just increasing the long range capabilities of this weapon. Even though like hipfire goes even worse, so take this on more open maps and it will work quite well. The same thing with a foregrip. Actually, that's not a bad choice because it can help you with your hipfire, and as we see, like the aimed accuracy is still pretty good, and it's reducing that recoil to the right on the longer ranges. So actually, heavy barrel plus foregrip works for me. So yeah, you can go for that as well. Last up, we got the flash suppressor, and I can seem to like it on any weapon that I've looked at it right now, because you see hipfire is all over the place, and the aiming down sight is all over the place. I mean, why would you want to use this? It's just useless. But if you look at this one with the foregrip attached, yeah, I mean, hipfire is okay, but everything else, I mean, no. So don't touch the flash suppressor on this weapon. And as far as I can say, my suggestions would be either laser sight, foregrip and heavy barrel, or the suppressor maybe with the foregrip. One thing that I want to say though is that it sometimes takes pretty long to kill in those closer ranges because you have less minimum damage. So keep that in mind. Just you need a lot of bullets because it has less damage, and that's also mean that you're gonna need a lot of ammo. So what I find is if you're especially playing team deathmatch or something like that, I would suggest using the ammo perk, because you're gonna chew through a lot of ammo with this. Other than that, this weapon is pretty average. Its only downside is really the minimum, the low maximum damage, and so compared to M4A1, it doesn't look that good, because M4A1 does everything pretty as good as the ACW-R, only that it has more maximum damage. So yeah, but if you feel comfortable with this gun, definitely go for it. It's not a bad gun, and it has a pretty high rate of fire, so that's gonna be good. One thing I want to say as well is, if you put the suppressor on, it has a lower bullet speed, and that means you gotta learn how to track your targets. But if you play around with this gun, I'm definitely sure you're gonna be able to. And as far as sights go, I mean, with this weapon, actually, you could try go with the Russian holo sight or something like that. It's gonna work pretty well actually, because it gives you a good vision. But I don't think you should go with a 3.4 times zoom. So yeah, I hope you liked, and if you enjoyed what you see, please leave a like and a comment, and see you next time.